This is Heavy at Home. I hope you're enjoying the All-Australian music, and we've featured this band's music quite a lot, but they're no longer in the country. They decided to ditch us, in a good way, to take their music to the world. This Melbourne's BELLUSIRA are currently relocated to the home of Los Angeles, California, and we do have a vocalist from BELLUSIRA. We do have Crystal Ignite on the line to talk to us all about the move and the changes and the future of the band in the wonderful US of A. G'day, Crystal. Welcome to Heavy at Home. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. I'm doing really well.
No worries. It's great to talk to you, and I guess we're here to get a bit of an update on what's been happening with the band since the recent relocation to LA and the future and everything else. Obviously, this has been something of a planning for quite a number of years in the band's lengthy career. When did you feel the time was right to jump ship, so to speak, and take the band to another country?
Well, I mean, it was something we talked about for a long time because, you know, we learned pretty early on in the piece that we're already quite an American-sounding band. And so, I mean, we're influenced by a lot of American music. So, I guess the thing is that, you know, Mark, who is the bass player and my husband, who started this with me, he already had left New Zealand, like that was his home, to come to Melbourne and start from scratch. And so, you know, we sort of said, let's be smart about it. Let's set everything up in Australia and get the product ready, get everything sorted there, you know, have the package ready to go, and then outsource to America. And we were very fortunate that we did that, and we, you know, got an opportunity and got signed to an amazing management team. And so the minute that happened, there wasn't a question of doubt. We were going to America. We just wanted to play it smart and set things up first. So I think the timing was, you know, perfect to do that.
Now, have you been to the US before?
No, neither of us have been to the US before. It's been absolutely amazing. I mean, you know, people sort of say stuff about LA that, you know, like people have great things to say about LA, but, you know, I've heard other people say negative things about LA. But my experience is that, you know, it's just about finding the right people. There's you know, great people in every place, and I've had a really awesome experience of this country so far. I love it. And we also spent a week in Austin for South by Southwest, which I loved as well. But I love LA. Like, I'm in a really nice area. We've got a little studio apartment that we're renting. And, you know, I've made some great new friends, and people have been so friendly, and they love Australians. Like, the minute you start talking, you know, people love the way that you talk and know that you're Australian. It's just a really great vibe.
Well, tell us a bit about South by Southwest. Of course, a lot of Australian bands go there, and some sort of go there in the hope of a possible signing. I mean, was that part of your trip before you moved to LA, or it was just, okay, we're here, but hey, let's just go do South by Southwest as well? How did that turn out for you guys?
Well, it was funny because it was completely spontaneous. When we decided, it was very spontaneous, the timing of when we came over, because it was very much like, we knew we were going to come over here, but we didn't know when. And I just said to Mark, I need to leave. Like, I need to leave. We've got nothing left to do here. Let's just go now. And Mark was like, okay. And it was as simple as that. We just booked the flight. So we came over on no notice, you know, and just completely winged it. And I think it's, you know, a great sort of thing to show people is that, you know, it's great to just follow your heart and not worry about how things are going to happen. Just go and do it. And I've sort of always been like that in life. We came over here. We, you know, shared an apartment with our manager who was staying in LA at the time. You know, just slept on the couch. And from there, we got the shows came through for South by Southwest on only, you know, a few weeks' notice. And a massive thanks to Sounds Australia as well, because they fitted us in on, you know, 2 of their South by shows. But yeah, like, it all just came through just last minute. So we pulled it together. We found a guitarist over here. And then obviously Will Hunt joined us on the drums. But yeah, it was very unplanned, but it worked out perfectly.
Now, tell us, obviously, you mentioned your husband's also part of the band as well. I mean, living in close quarters and doing things around the clock. How do you create some of that separation when you're running I guess a business, which is the band, and also a relationship? I mean, is it is it a difficult thing for you guys?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think Mark and I are very blessed in that we seem to be a couple that can spend a lot of time together, and we just know how to deal with each other and how to if we're getting on each other's nerves, have just sort of like sort it out. It seems to work amazingly. I don't know if part of it is because we were bandmates for 2.5 years first. So when it comes to band time, Mark and I are automatically in a professional kind of zone. Like, we don't even have to think about it. It's just like, band time that's our work, or, where we need to be professional. And so we keep our personal affairs very separate, But I mean, we just love being together, which is really corny, but it's true. Like, he's my best friend, and sure, we're not perfect either. We have times where, like I said, we get on each other's nerves. But one thing with us is that we never go to sleep angry. We never leave something unresolved, and there's no grudges. Like, if something happens, we sort it out and then we get over it. And I think that if you can have that in a relationship, then you never, like, it's going to be the most functional relationship you could have.
Well, let's talk about when you did your final show in Australia. Did it really feel like, yep, this is it, we're out of here finally? How was that sort of leaving, and have you had much, I guess, contact with certain band fans wanting you to come back to Australia? Is there any plans to come back in the near future too?
Sure. It was bittersweet. We were extremely excited about coming here and knew that that's what we were meant to do. But, it's taken a long time to, you make amazing relationships with people, really good people, and they became a family to us. And so that was really hard to say goodbye to them and our pets. But, we knew we'd be back. So, I mean, that side of things was hard. It was hard to say goodbye to our fans because, I mean, with BELLUSIRA's fans, we just seem to have these amazing, supportive people, that would do anything for us. Like, they're just beautiful, beautiful people. And so, it was sad to say goodbye to them because we've got to know them, a lot of them that have been around since the beginning, we've got to know them. And so, that part's hard. I do get messaged a lot, which is awesome, just from people saying, when are you coming back? Or, we miss you guys, but we're so proud. It's been phenomenal, actually. There's been a lot of positive. It was amazing just to see, I guess, some camaraderie from other people in bands just saying, we're watching what you're doing and we're really proud. And people I didn't expect, really cared what we were doing, and it's been really nice to have that confidence. So I have nothing but positive things to say. And I was saying to you before, I don't regret anything. I'm really, really happy with what we did in Australia, and I think we needed to be there for the time that we were, and we need to be here now,
Well, let's talk moving forward with new music. I mean, is it something you're working on now, or are you really going to push the Connection album to the US market first to sort of let them know who you are? What is the plans for BELLUSIRA moving forward musically?
Okay, well, we're working on the second album. We're going to be releasing. We're going to have that recorded and finished this year. We're not going to muck around about it at all. The Connection album will purely be. I mean, we love that album, but we're writing a lot more fresh kind of stuff. We're bringing a little bit more Rage Against the Machine sound into what we're doing as well, as having melodic hooks, but. We're kind of Connection is done now. That was what we were feeling at the time, but we're writing stuff that excites me a lot more. So not that I don't think that it was a great album, because it was, but we'll use that for the time being. But we're already talking to a producer has approached us, who's someone that has worked on some of the best albums, bands that their albums were so influential to us. So we're actually going to see him this week. I don't have anything to announce yet, but really awesome. He came down to our shows in LA, so we won't muck around about getting in and recording, that's for sure. So this week we're actually, we've started on a few songs with our new guitarist, and we're going to get writing. We're really inspired right now, so it's really cool.
Awesome. Well, I commend you on making the move. Again, a lot of bands don't consider something this massive, and we do wish you all the best. So we can get you to choose your favourite track from Connection, and maybe even a couple of last words to Australian fans and how they can remain in touch with you guys as you continue your quest for world domination.
Sure thing. Well, I have two favourite tracks, so maybe the better track for you guys would be Culprit. Either Culprit or Kachango, but I'm thinking Culprit.
Yep.
So I reckon, throw that on there. That's pretty cool. For people in Australia, I thank you so much. Please, keep supporting us. You guys have been awesome. We are going to come back to Australia. We're going to come back and tour. We definitely won't forget about Australia. We've just got to do what we need to do to make a living doing what we do. So, but yeah, I look forward to coming back and touring Australia, and hopefully bringing back a great deal of being in a different position, a great deal more success. But if this keeps going the way that it has in the last 5 weeks, I'm very confident that we can make something out of this, which is really cool.
Awesome. Well, all the best, and we'll certainly be checking in with you guys on a regular basis on the updates with BELLUSIRA. Let's hear some music right now. It's chosen by Crystal from the band. This one's called Culprit. You're listening to Heavy at Home on andrewhogue.com.